Good evening. It's another great day to be a Jet, great night also, especially if you get to do what I do every day, and that's to be with these excellent teachers and excellent students. We're looking forward to welcoming the next class, which we will affectionately call Flight 3. We're presently in Flight 2, and we'll be moving on to Flight 3 next year. Very excited about this group. I speak to Mr. Nelson Brown a great deal as far as transition goes to the high school, and we're very excited about this group, very excited about the talents that they bring, and we're probably most excited about the work ethic that we hear that this group of young people have, and that's what it's about for us. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Lana Mescunas, who will go through the registration process for you, and hopefully we can make this a smooth process, because we really feel like that at this point in time it's best to do the work now rather than getting into a hectic situation come August. So we would really like to go through this process and be as detailed as we possibly can in order to minimize the problems we'll have in August. Thank you very much for being here. It's always a great sign when we have this many people. It makes us feel like that our jobs are very valuable, and we look forward to working with your students. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Lana Mescunas, and I will be your child's counselor next year. Currently, I have seniors, so I'm working on getting them gone by May 19th, and then I will be all yours. So I have an open door policy. I look forward to meeting and working with all of your students. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email or you can just leave me a message. I may not be able to get back to you quite quickly until the seniors are gone, but I will get back to you, I promise. I wanted to go over the registration process just a little bit because we will be going to Liberty on Wednesday and Thursday to help your student with their course request. I know that that's a lot of information in those booklets for you right now if you've never had a student coming through high school. So we're going to try to make it as easy as possible for them. Got it. I wanted to let you know who the other counselors are in case I'm not there one day and you may need someone. We have Mr. Cruz. He'll be moving to 10th grade next year. Mrs. Porter, who's 11th, and Mrs. Smith, who will be with the seniors. Are they out here? Can you raise your hand? Woo-woo! Okay, good. You've been hearing a lot about what a credit is, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you. It's a Carnegie unit of 140 hours. When a student has completed a course with a grade of 65 or higher, they receive half a credit for a 9-week course, or they receive a whole credit for an 18-week course. We have 8 credits that are possible every school year. You're on the block system here, so you'll have 4 classes first semester, 4 classes second semester. That is unless you have 2 9-week courses, which will equal 1 block. Some of your students will be coming up with some credits from middle school. For instance, Algebra 1 may be one of those credits. And they're recorded on a transcript after the course is completed. Right now, your children have no transcript. When they get to 9th grade, if they have any credits that have come with them, that will go on their transcript for 9th grade. I will be checking those transcripts for you every semester as grades are recorded, and I will be getting with you and your student if we need to repeat a class or if I see something wrong with the scheduling. But just know that I look at those every semester and will be checking on your child for you. These are the graduation requirements for our class of 2018. 26 credits, 4 of those are in English, 4 in math, 4 in science, and 4 in social studies. And through the AP, you've learned that the AP Human Geography class is offered to those students. If you don't know for sure if you're ready for AP material yet, that's a good class to get into and kind of see if you're ready for the rigors of the AP World History class and that AP path. The students will also be taking a career preparedness class, the Career Prep A in 9th grade. It'll be a 9-week course. It will be paired with their freshman comp class. It's a writing class. And then Career Prep B in 10th grade. And that you might want to take an ACT enrichment class with. You could take health with. But those will both be 9-week courses. There's also a change. For last year, we had a change where business technology applications is no longer required. Now we've changed to where we need 3 credits in career tech or world languages and or art credits. And what that really means is we suggest that your student takes at least 2 in one of those and 1 in another. So for instance, 2 foreign languages, French 1, French 2, and then maybe an art class. You could even take French 3 if you want to go that route. Other credits that they're going to be required to take is 1 PE credit. That can be fulfilled with ROTC, color guard, marching band. When you read through the course descriptions in the book, make sure that you read the bottom in bold. It will tell you if it counts as a life PE class. If your student is going to try out for a team, they need to put in life PE as one of their choices. And once we get the coaches list, we will change them over accordingly. Health is half a credit, and then the other electives are 4.5 credits. Foundations of Health Science is also will be counted as a health. It is 1 credit long. These are the Madison City School Diploma endorsements. You have the regular Alabama State Diploma, and then you have the Madison City with the Advanced Academic Endorsement, and that includes 2 world language credits, Algebra 2 with TRIG, and 1 Advanced Placement credit, 1 AP course. I would suggest if your student wants to take a world language to go ahead and take them consecutively. It's very hard to retain that information if you wait a semester. Okay. Alabama State Diploma with the Madison City Seal of Academic Distinction will also have the 2 world language credits, Algebra 2 with TRIG, and then 3 AP classes. There we go. What is pre-AP honors? It's the general curriculum, however, it is additional rigor. It's weighted at 5 points. It's the precursor to AP, and it may be linked to one of those AP classes. In other words, you have to have that before you take the other. Honors and pre-AP courses are noted and receive the honors weight, which is 5. They're offered in English, Math, Science, and Career Tech. They include enrichment activities, extra projects, research, and or labs. Make sure that when you're selecting these, that it's really what you want, not what your friend wants, because you will be in these classes once you sign up for them. They're just like our APs. We structure our teachers, we structure our funding all around what you all request. So when you ask for these classes, make sure it's what you want. AP, and I know you've had a lot of talk about AP, so I'll go through this pretty quickly. Standardized curriculum, college level rigor, awards college credit, nationally normed test, and it compares globally. The test is required at the end of the course. There is an AP test fee. They will not be allowed to drop an AP course. And some, like I said before on the other one, some courses are linked, so it is a 2-semester commitment. You have the pre-AP first semester, the AP second semester. Is it the right thing for me? Well, it's higher level and more divergent thinking in coursework and assignments. It's more important independent work outside of class. No late work is accepted. Do you possess these qualities? These are some of the things you need to think about when you're asking yourself, do I want to take an AP course? Do I enjoy the subject? I've talked to colleges. They want to see your passion for something. Racking up those AP classes and just everything looks good and it'll help your GPA, but colleges and selective colleges want to see your passion and how you've worked around what it is that you want to do with your life, whether it's your extracurricular activities, whether it's the classes you chose, whether it's your volunteer work. They want to see who you are, okay? So do you enjoy the subject? Are you self-manager, motivated, organized? Do you manage your time well? Do you take good notes? Because that's important. Meet deadlines, work independently. Do you go beyond what the teacher asks of you? Do you like to read? Because you will be reading a lot. All right, grade point average. So what are those extra? You get the 6 points for those AP classes. Students electing to participate in academic courses such as honors, pre-AP, advanced placement, and dual enrollment are given additional weight. The weighted GPA will be recorded on the transcript, the report card, and included in your overall GPA calculation. And secondary credit grades shall be awarded according to the following scales. So this kind of breaks it down for you so that you can see how everything is weighted. Your high school transcript, what is it? Well, it's basically your resume of what you did while you were in high school. It is cumulative. It is from 9th through 12th grade. If you get an F in a class, it is recorded as an F. It's not a do-over. Transcripts start in 9th grade, and every course and grade counts, and take challenging and rigorous courses. I cannot emphasize to you how important it is your 9th and 10th grade years to do your best. You are really setting your GPA your freshman and sophomore years. And it's the same thing when you head off to college. If you wait and you don't know what you're doing your freshman and sophomore year and you're playing around and then suddenly you decide to get serious, it's going to be harder to bring up that GPA than if you had studied and done what you were supposed to in the first place. Trust me, I was the biggest procrastinator ever. So I know from experience, work hard your freshman, sophomore, and then on up. It'll become a habit to you, okay? Curriculum catalog, okay. You can find the complete curriculum catalog online on our website under counseling. All the course offerings are subject to change. I will let you know that. Funding levels and student interest may affect whether or not a course is available. If we only have 6 kids sign up for basket weaving, which we don't offer, then we will not have basket weaving, okay? All right, my course request form is looking fuzzy, but I wanted to go ahead and show you. It's on page 62. This is what your freshmen will be filling out. And I'm going to break it down just real quick for you. Like I said, we are going to be at the freshman school. We're going to be, see, you're already a freshman to me. We're going to be at Liberty on Wednesday and Thursday to help your children actually do their request online. But it would be very helpful if they had these 2 pages already done and brought with them with your signatures on them, okay? If you have your book, if you'll look at just the first part, you're going to see English, Math, Science, and Social Studies. It's just check off the boxes. Which ones do you want to take? You might also talk to your teachers, your math teachers, see what you're ready for, see what class you may need next year. Physical science or biology, or hey, am I going to take biology honors? Down below, you'll see that composition expository is together. That's our freshman comp class, basically a writing class. It's paired with the career prep A class. I'm hoping that I'll be in that class quite a bit this next year, giving your students some ideas about what they need to be thinking about as they prepare to go to college or enter the workforce, or military for that matter. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that gives you 5 credits right there, and it may be 6 if you're choosing the algebra A and B, because that'll be 2 credits. The geometry A and B will also be 2 credits. Then you will have to come up with either 2 or 3 electives that you will need to choose from. The freshman electives are located on page 63. This is where you might want to start your passion for some classes that you are interested in. There's fine arts, there's math courses, there's ROTC, which will also count as a PE credit. And then you have your life athletic PE classes. But like I said, please put down life PE. That way we can change those as your children make the teams. World languages, and then there are the miscellaneous courses. These are all intro courses for freshmen that are open to freshmen. And then the athletic PE spring, depending on if your child's in football. Some of those have 2 blocks of football. Down below, there's the 4-year plan. We have been told by the state that all of our 4-year plans will now be online, and I think Mrs. Clayton has been working very hard to get with your students to get that four-year plan online, and I know she will continue to be doing that because she has lots of kiddos. If you could go ahead and write down with your child the plan. It can change. This is something that will change. We'll go over every year. You'll have to approve it, and then we'll use that for registration the next year. There are a couple of places where you need to sign. If you would if your children would bring these back on registration day, that would be great. Okay. There's also a page in the back, which is the four-year plan. It kind of gives you more space to write everything on. The only thing different is that for this cohort, the computer apps and BTA are no longer required. That's gone. We now have the Career Tech 3 with the 2 classes that they have to have the same. But it does give you some more space to work on. And being that I have seniors this year, I just wanted to add this for the freshmen. The college application timeline. This is something that 9th graders can be thinking about right now. Start developing those four-year plans. Begin your high school resume. Write down everything you do. If you went and volunteered at Maggie Mae's for the day, write it down, because I can guarantee you by the time you're a senior, you're going to forget. Okay? And you want to be able to use that stuff on your resume when you're getting ready to go to college, so that you can write down how involved you were. Spend time identifying your goals and values, academic interests and abilities, personal interest, and possible career interest. Schedule next year's courses. Take challenging and rigorous courses. Take things that you're excited about and you want to be in. Look for a great summer job, internship, or volunteer position that you can start getting involved in. Begin a summer reading list and develop good reading habits to better position yourself for the SAT and ACT. Preparation and activities through grades 9 through 12 is most important. Community service is a hot item. I hear when I go to these college admissions advisors, they talk about how much they like to see that children or students are doing things for their community. And so that's something that they look for. Quality participation in one or few activities and leadership roles. If you're going to get involved in clubs and organizations, then find something that you really enjoy, you have a passion for. Take on some leadership roles in those clubs or activities. Okay? It's quality, not quantity. And lastly, important dates. Those can be found on page 57. The main things that you need to know is that we will be coming over Wednesday and Thursday to help you fill out your schedules. And then we have the date of April 30th, where it's the Flight of the Jets, where you all are going to come over for a tour. And we look forward to seeing you then. I appreciate your attendance tonight. I know your tummies are probably rumbling a little bit, so I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Nichols. Have a good night, and if you need anything, holler.
All right, thank you, Ms. Miskunas. At this time, this concludes our informational meeting. I do want to point out that the April 30th flight of the Jets will be during the school day. Liberty will put you on buses, and you'll come over here and get a wonderful little presentation and tour, and then we'll put you back on the bus and send you back to Liberty. So I just wanted to make sure you knew time of the day, and that's not something that takes place after school. I also want to echo something Ms. Miskunas said about writing everything down. I did not write something down that I did in high school on an application for a scholarship, and when the college admissions dean found out that I did this particular thing, it meant the difference. Parents, are you ready? It meant the difference in my full tuition versus full tuition, room, and board. So that's a big chunk of change. So make sure you are writing down everything and begin. Oh, I almost said in August, but I guess is it July? August 4th, is that when you report? We look forward to flight number 3, and all of this information will be posted online on the James Clemens website, along with our emails. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions, and thank you again for coming out. You'll have a wonderful night.